we're transitioning to IPv6. Unless I'm wrong, I think that's what's going on now. It's less of a. It's not talked about as much, but things are getting IP addresses now. I mean, that's just a fact. So it's just not. I don't know what the business opportunity is, but we're definitely going to IPv6. It's a fact. The whole world is.
The last year was like the I have to ask about Mexico. The last year was the year of Brazil in all parts of the world. We're talking about Lula da Silva, we're talking about Obama, but Obama was like the year before. And I don't know if this got an influence about the technology that you sell for the region. I don't know if Brazil now is more attractive. I don't know if maybe for the business there than Mexico. What do you think about this change that we are living in the South of America? What do you think?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Yeah, for example, Mexico until last maybe 3 years ago was like the big player in the region for the South to sell products, to buy products in political way, thinking about free trade agreements and all that things. Now Mexico is like in another road. I don't know where is Mexico, but Brazil, all the people, even in the whole world, say is like the surprise of the region, economically, politically, in all terms. That got an influence in the way do you see the economy of your industry in the region, or did you never think about that?
Oh,
or
we do think about it. Brazil is definitely one of the most robust markets now. The challenge in Brazil is they are the most protectionist of any country in the Americas. They have almost 100% tariffs. It's very difficult to do business in Brazil to sell product there. So that's a challenge. It's a huge market. It's also a distinct market with its own language, which makes it more difficult. I think everyone loves Mexico, but the challenge in Mexico is everybody loves Mexico. The people are great. One of my favorite people is from Mexico. But the economy has not performed well. And in part, there's concern about Mexico because of the situation involving violence, frankly, and the challenges to the legitimate government. It's not viewed as stable as we would like it to be, as anyone in Mexico, I assume, would like it to be. It's a very difficult, challenging environment, as portrayed, at least in the United States. But the level of violence against that we hear about in terms of gang-related is of great concern and promotes an image of instability, which may or may not be true, but that's the image here, that it's an unstable, corrupt, challenged government. Other countries in Latin America are viewed with different. Panama is viewed as a great potential. You know, obviously there's concerns about Argentina's government. We've tried to make the case as CEA that we should be working with the governments that are favorable, like Colombia, which is why we were so pushing so hard for the free trade agreement with Colombia, Peru, and we want to protect. We're very concerned about talk about reopening NAFTA, and we're very resistant to that for Canada and for Mexico. So we're very focused on the region. To me, it's more natural that the United States would have a solid trade alliance with the Americas, especially given what the EU is doing. And the United States has a great interest in a very strong American region, and Mexico and Canada are our two closest neighbors. But I think there's great concern in the United States. There's great concern about and affection for Mexico.
yeah.
Okay, returning to the gadget world,